Today I am going to talk about what I've learned. I'm adding this to my 2018 update. First and foremost, make sure your hose, especially here, there was a little leakage in there. So I used the Pro Dope here, and it actually sealing pretty good. I double checked it with soapy water and that was okay. What I've learned important about this is that I actually went to the store and got the expensive kind, which is $10, and it has leak sealer in there. That's when I noticed that this has a little leakage in them. So I'm glad I got this. It's $10, but it helps. I was in my older video, which I'll link it to here. I refilled it yesterday, and I added on more yesterday. And I thought that I could have added on more. So I went to the store and got another can. They ran out of the cheap one, so I got one with the sealer in it just in case. I figured, you know, I'm gonna spend a little extra $5. Maybe it'll help me to identify if there's any leakage or something. And it did, so I'm actually glad. But here's what I've learned. Right now, that port, it actually opened. And if you check the meter, you noticed it stays stabilized around 50. Even if I have this can is still full. It actually, it seems like it's a safety. It neutralizes it. It stays only at 50 compression. So, from my understanding of this air conditioner, it is compressed to only 50 psi, as you can see. No matter what I do, it seems like it just stays in the neutral zone. So that tells me that this can only compress up to 50 psi. That's it. I try to go over to the 70. Yesterday I was able to achieve that, and then it compressed back down. And no matter what I do, it stays stabilized at 50. So maybe these cans are compressed, the gas is compressed at 50 psi only. Are able to compress at 50 psi. That's my understanding of it. But if anybody knows more than I do, please post this in the video. Maybe I'll learn something more. But as far as I know, right now, it is pumping cold air, but it stays stabilized right there. That's it. It won't go up or down. Like I said, right now, it's under compression, and this part is on. And it stays stabilized since I have tested this for about 15 minutes already, and the compression stays around 50. And let's say right now this part is closed, but if I open it, okay, I'm gonna open it right now, and if you see the fluctuation, it goes back and forth like that, but then it'll go back to 50 again. You see that? So no matter what I do, this here, my understanding of it, this can here and that compressor, it's been neutralized. That's my understanding of it. So somehow they must have, the gas are able only up to 50 psi. It's only get up to 50 psi. Maybe that's the case. I shaked it. I try to move it. I try to put extra in. Blah 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 blah. It still stays around 50. You see that? So, conclusion to this. My understanding of the conclusion of this can and that compressor has been neutralized. So no matter what I do, I cannot get the gas from here to go into there. whatever I do, it won't do anything. See, even at that, it won't do anything. Now if I shut this down, if I close this up, it'll fluctuate. This is now, it's fluctuate back and forth. But look at the gauge, it's still at 50. See that? So that's my guess of it. That's my understanding of it now. Although I understand a little bit further. But see, it stays stabilized just like that. And that's all it does. So with this video here, probably you're gonna understand something from this, maybe. But as far as I am concerned, this can here and the compressor's been neutralized. Unless the compressor, it's only allowed up to 50 psi. So maybe they do that to 50 psi only. So no matter what you do, you still get at 50 psi. Maybe that's what I've understand. Although you see this, it's no longer freezing. It's just frosting because I'm outside. It's really hot now, right now outside. But it's not freezing. It doesn't have the frost line like it used to. So that tells me that it's doing okay, because the compressor, I only get that frost when the compression is under 40. When it's under 40, I get the frost lines. But now it's over 50, I don't get the frost line no more. So in reality, I brought it down to maybe 30, 35. I would say under 40. Now it's almost 55 on the blue line here, because you have to follow the blue on here. I don't know, you'll be able to see that. The R134 has to be, you have to follow the blue. So it's right now just 55. And as soon as I get that, I go over 40, the line is no longer frosted. But it still have not reached to 70. Yesterday when I first started, it went to 70 and it stays at 70, but now it just stays just like that right there. So like I said, the conclusion of it, I believe, there's a limit to this compressor. You only compress to a certain amount of pressure, that's it. So no matter what you do, you can add more, you can do this, you can do that, so you can't really overfill either. You can't overfill. You can underfill, but you can't overfill, because this can here would neutralize with that. That's my conclusion to that. So, which is a good thing, that if people are trying this, they can actually leave that can for 24/7 and it won't go through there, because like I said, the compression would stop. That compressor would stop the pressure itself. So you wouldn't even have to worry. But anyway, I'm gonna close this up and I'm gonna close the video. But I guess that's about it. That's what I've learned. So I hope someone can get use out of this, because for me, as you can see, it can't be overfilled. So I'm gonna close this up here, and then I'm gonna seal it, and I'm going to shut this down. I think that's about it on this video.